Hello, everyone. Welcome to our virtual college fair for Pennsylvania Association for College Admission Counseling. Just a few housekeeping reminders before we get started with our session today. Your cameras and microphones are off, so our college reps cannot see or hear you. But if you do have any questions, feel free to use the Q&A function or button on your screen to ask our reps any questions. We do have more sessions happening later this week, so feel free to sign up online to hear from some other great colleges and universities. Also, this session is being recorded, and you can find this recording online at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to our first college, Marist College.
Awesome. Thank you, Melissa. All right. So good evening, everyone. My name is Jesse Mungin. I am, video's not working. Here we go. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jesse Mungin. I am one of the admission counselors at Marist College. I'm also an alum of the college. I graduated in 2011 with my degree, in 2011. And I would love to just share some information with you about Marist College. We are a liberal arts college located in Jefferson, New York. That is about an hour and a half north of New York City. We're located right on the Hudson River. That's why you can see all these beautiful shots of our campus right on the banks of the Hudson River. So it's a very beautiful campus, but small in terms of amount of students and a very intimate setting. We have just over 5,000 undergraduate students who have the opportunity to study over 40 different majors. There's lots of flexibility for our students, whether they would like to double major, and have a couple different minors. There's some certificate programs as well. And in addition to that, we also have some accelerated programs where you can get your bachelor's and your master's within 5 years. We have students coming from 44 different states, 58 different countries. Class sizes are typically pretty small. There are no graduate assistants or teaching assistants on our campus. It's a lot of one-on-one time with our faculty. And most of our students are living on campus, especially in the first year, but throughout their time at Marist. Here are all the different programs that we have. We're really all over the map, really. So we offer a lot of different opportunities for our students. While you are, if you end up going to Marist, our students do follow a core curriculum as well, which you have to take core subjects, English, math, I would say philosophy, as well as part of your major. The classes pertaining to your major. We want our students to be the future leaders, learn critical thinking skills, reading, writing, presentation skills as well. But there's a strong emphasis on hands-on experiential learning while you are at Marist. We have state-of-the-art facilities that we are continuously upgrading to allow our students and also time of really getting that internship level experience before they leave our campus. And then we actually strongly encourage our students to leave our campus, right? So again, we're an hour and a half from New York City. A lot of our students go to New York City and complete an internship once or twice a week. We also have some unique programs like our Marist Manhattan program where students will live in New York City for a semester, full-time internship there. We also have tons of research opportunities and study abroad opportunities. We send students to over 70 destinations. More than half of our student body studies abroad at some point in their academic career with us. And then with our students being on campus for most of the year, living on campus for most of their time at Marist, we have an active and vibrant student body. There's over 80 different clubs and organizations to take advantage of. We are Division I, so we have 23 Division I sports. We have events that happen, cultural, theater, music, band. We also have opportunities for students to go see Broadway shows in New York City for $25, to go skiing, snowboarding on the weekends, during the wintertime. So tons of opportunities there. And then this is just, I guess, a little ahead, but in terms of applying, these are our dates that our deadlines. So November 15th, February 1st, March 1st. And typically what we're looking for in a student is a 3.1 to 3.7 unweighted. We are test optional. We have been test optional for over 10 years now. So you can choose to submit your test scores to us or not. It's totally up to you. We will only consider them if they work to your benefit, right? To make you look better as a student. If not, we won't look at them. And then just in terms of visiting, we are open for visits really all throughout the year. We'll be open this summer for visits 6 days a week. We have virtual programs that happen once a week as well. And then there's always options for you if you were just stopping by and wanted to do like a driving tour or just walk yourself around our campus. That is available for you as well. And I think lastly for me, this is my information in case you have any questions after this event is over. We can chat. I will put some, I guess, additional information in the chat as well so that you can take some information with you. Thank you so much. I will pass it on.
All right, thank you, Jesse. Up next, we have University of South Florida.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Melissa Chirac, and I am an admissions advisor with the University of South Florida's Office of Admissions. And today I want to tell you a little bit about the University of South Florida and our application process. So USF is a large metropolitan research university located in the greater Tampa Bay area of the state of Florida. We have 3 campuses that make up the University of South Florida system. We have our USF Tampa campus, our USF St. Petersburg campus, and our USF Sarasota Manatee campus. We are quite large. We have over 50,000 students that attend USF with an undergraduate population of over 38,000. That said, as large as we are, we do try to keep our class sizes as small as possible across our system. Our average student to faculty ratio is 21:1, and our average class size is about 33 students. Our students come from everywhere. We have students from all 50 states and over 140 different countries, and 42% of our students do come from diverse backgrounds. One of the best things I think about USF, and one of the things I love so much about it, is our location. You have a wealth of opportunity here. It is a large metropolitan region. It is a very diverse area. It is a very vibrant metropolitan region as well. So whether you are interested in just taking in that warm Florida sunshine and getting out and exploring our beaches, our bays, and our parks and our trails, or experiencing our cultural institutions and museums and performing arts scene and our lovely restaurants, there's always something going on. There's always something to do. It also provides you with great experiences in terms of work-related experience and gaining internships as well. So you've got that opportunity to get an outstanding education while building up your resume. We're a research university as well, so you can participate in undergraduate research, which is there to ensure that you're getting an outstanding degree and education, but you've also built up work-related experience, research-related experience for whether you go to grad school or are applying for jobs after graduation. Our students are very involved in the community of the Tampa Bay area, but they're also very active on campus as well. So we have over 1,000 different student organizations, and we host over 1,000 on-campus events each year. We are a Division I athletics program underneath the American Athletics Conference, but we also have recreational and intramural sports as well. On the academic side, we have over 200 different majors and concentrations to choose from. So there's a lot of options for you, and our outstanding Judy Genshaft Honors College. As I mentioned before, we are a big research university, so you do have those opportunities. We also encourage our students to study abroad as well. So we have programs in over 35 different countries. And as mentioned before, we've got a lot of great internship opportunities for you as well, whether that's locally or if you're interested in experiencing internships throughout the country or globally as well. Our Tampa campus and our St. Petersburg campus do have housing for our students. We do not mandate that our students live on campus. We leave that choice up to you, but you're not limited to a certain style either. So if you are choosing to live on campus, you've got a lot of really great options to choose from. I want to switch gears to our application process a little bit. So this is the breakdown of what we need for you. So you can apply online through our website or through the Common App. We do have a $30 application fee, but we do take fee waivers from ACT, College Board, NACAC as well. We are not a self-reporting school, so we do need your information sent directly to USF. So we'll need your high school transcript sent directly to us from your school. And then we will need SAT or ACT scores. And those need to come directly from the testing agency. I also provided our middle 50% of our students that were admitted with us this last year, broken down by our fall and summer 2021 semesters, just to give you an idea of our averages. I do want to talk about our dates and deadlines because I think that this is one of our most important pieces of information and slide. Our application opens quite early, but the most important deadline in terms of the admissions process is our priority application completion deadline. We are a rolling admissions university, but this provides you with your best chance of admission as well as campus selection. So it is very important to complete your application by then. If anything, please make sure that you are completing your application by January 15th of your senior year so that we can consider you for the scholarships within our office, which are located here. This is a lot of information, so I do want to note that we do put this on our website. So please check it out for all of the details, because I do realize this is a lot, but we will consider you for these provided you meet our scholarship completion deadline. Speaking of cost, I do want to throw up our cost of attendance. So for our non-Florida residents, our total cost of attendance factoring in tuition and fees, room and board, books and supplies, and kind of all of those miscellaneous costs to colleges, we're looking at a little over $35,000. So those scholarships will come in handy. And finally, I just want to throw out my contact information here. Again, my name is Melissa. If you do have any questions about the university, please let me know, and I will put in my contact information in the chat as well. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right, thank you so much, Melissa. Next up, we have Kutztown University.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Liz Wheeler. I am one of the assistant directors of admissions here at Kutztown University. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Kutztown University is one of the 14 state universities in the state of Pennsylvania. We are considered a medium-sized campus with just under 8,000 students. So big enough, but not ginormous that you're going to get lost in a sea of people every day, but also small enough that our average class size is around the number 24. None of our classes are taught by graduate assistants, teaching assistants. They're all taught by faculty members. Since we are one of the 14 state schools, we do pull a lot of our students from the state of Pennsylvania as well as its surrounding areas. But we do have students from all over the country as well as all over the world. We are located directly in Berks County, so right between Reading and Allentown, if anyone's familiar with those areas. So very centralized. We're about an hour and a half outside of Philly. About an hour and a half-ish outside of Harrisburg. So depending on where you're coming from, it's kind of centralized in the midst of all of it. We have over 130 different academic areas to choose from. We'll go into a little bit more of what kind of we're known for. And we do have a very large alumni base. I like to mention this because we are known for our education programs. So it is very likely that you or your student is familiar with someone that is a Kutztown alum, whether their teacher, their school counselor, their principal, whoever it may be. That's kind of what we specialize in. So Kutztown, like I said, is over 130 different majors, which are split up amongst 4 different colleges. So if you come in with a declared major, you would fall under one of the 4. The first is the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. This is going to be everything that doesn't fall into business, the arts, or education. So your physical sciences, your social sciences, and then everything in between. You can see here, there are some programs that have asterisks next to them. These are our programs that we offer 5-year accelerated master's degree programs in. So students can start out as a freshman, let their advisor know that they're interested in the 5-year plan, and then graduate with both their bachelor's and their master's. I like to touch here for our students that are interested in the sciences. We do have research opportunities as early as your freshman year, and we have a microscope on campus that is similar to what you see at MIT. So smaller school than MIT, but you're still getting that same level of technology provided to you in the classroom. Next is the College of Education. Like I mentioned, this is what we're known for. This is the backbone of Kutztown. The dean of our College of Education always says it's easier to say what we don't have than what we do have. You can see here a variety of different offerings. This is also where I like to touch on the fact that you can receive both your elementary ed and your special ed certification in 4 years, no extra schooling, no extra classes. We have our College of Business, which pretty much houses everything business related. This is also where you would see our sports management program. And then finally is our College of Visual and Performing Arts. So for all of our creative-minded individuals, there are some asterisks next to some of the programs here. These programs, those asterisks, I should say, mean that you are required to submit either a portfolio or complete an audition in order to be accepted into one of those programs. Aside from academics, we are very much a residential campus. We do have a 2-year residency requirement on our campus if you live outside of 30 miles. After those first 2 years, you can choose to stay on campus as you are guaranteed housing for all 4, but you can move off of campus if you choose to as well. So while you are on campus, there's lots of things for you to occupy your free time. Unlike high school, you're probably not going to be in the classroom from 7 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So you'll have lots of time to get involved. We are Division II for athletics if you're interested in playing a sport, but as you can see here on the screen, we have lots of other ways for you to get involved on your campus and kind of find your niche of people, whether that's through campus employment, Greek life, or over the 250 different clubs and organizations that we have at KU. Admissions review. So a little bit different than the others that we heard from today. Kutztown is rolling admissions. So what that means is our application opens up August 1st, and we constantly release decisions from there. We don't hold a group of decisions and then release them at one time. They are all released as they come in. So if you apply August 1st and you want a decision, you can expect that decision in early September. If you are a junior and you're thinking about applying this coming August, you can write down the word golden. That is our fee waiver code, GOLDEN. That'll save you the $35 application fee when you go to apply. So $35 waived for you right there. You can apply using the Kutztown app or the Common app. You can see the difference between the two. I do like to preface the fact that the Kutztown app obviously is a lot shorter. So if you're only applying to a handful of schools, that might save you lots of time. And we will continue to be test optional through fall of 2023. I'm not sure what it looks like past that, but as of right now, fall 2023 is good to go. No test scores will be required, no matter the major that you declare. And here I like to show just the cost of attendance for PA state residents. You're looking at just under $22,000 a year. Out of state residents, you're looking at $26,000 a year. That is before all financial aid, scholarships, grants, anything like that is applied. Our out of state residents automatically will receive a 40% off discount from us. That's guaranteed all 4 years that you're there, making your cost of attendance a lot more comparable. As you can see, that tuition and fees prior to the discount. Last year, we awarded over $9 million in scholarships. So there's lots of opportunities for you there. Kutztown is open for campus tours. We do have a junior preview day for our rising seniors if you want to come check out campus prior to the end of your junior year. However, we do have campus tours Mondays through Saturdays. You're welcome to come visit. We have a morning and an afternoon session. And all of those can be found on our website. It's just kutztown.edu/visit. Like I said, my name's Liz. I am the admissions rep from Kutztown that works with students from Bucks, Montgomery, and Northampton counties in PA, if anyone's from there. But if not, I'll definitely drop my contact information in the chat for anyone that has any questions or is looking to see who they should connect with. Thanks so much, guys.
All right, thank you, Liz. Next up, we have Penn State.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Milan Haskett, and I serve as the Director of Admissions at the Penn State Greater Allegheny campus. And I'll tell you a little bit about Penn State University this evening. So this screen right here will show you a number of different about Penn State. And I like to say that these statistics contribute to the power of the Penn State education. We are in the top 1% of world-class universities, and we have a number of national recognitions, which includes our top-ranked career services. We are also ranked 5th in the nation for locations that we offer for our students to study abroad, and also the percentage of students that take advantage of study abroad. We are a level 1 research institution, which means we have over $1 billion in undergraduate research. And this is research opportunities that students can take advantage of their very first semester at Penn State. And we'll talk a little bit more about our Penn State system and our multi-campus university, but across the board, our student to faculty ratio is 16:1. So our students will have access to world-class faculty that have some of the highest degrees in their given field to really get to learn from and prepare to enter their career fields after their Penn State education. One thing I do like to point out is our graduation rate, which is right at 85%, and that is much higher than the national average. And we also have a 93% retention rate. So we're certainly very proud of those numbers. Of course, where you're at right now in your college search and selection process, you're thinking about getting in to an institution of your choice. But once you're in, it's our job and our responsibility to make sure that you get out and you graduate with a degree to help further you as an individual. And so we're really proud of the supports and the individuals on all of our Penn State campuses that help our students meet their graduation on time and help our students return from year to year. We have over 275 different academic degree programs that are organized in various different academic colleges. I always say that if there's something that you have an interest in that you're looking into studying or minoring in, or maybe doing a certificate program in, chances are Penn State has that option available to you. If you're undecided and you're not sure what to study, we know that nationwide, a number of students are just unsure of what they want to major in when they start their college education. That's okay. We have the Division of Undergraduate Studies, which houses our exploratory students or students who are undecided of what they're interested in. As a student in the Division of Undergraduate Studies, you'll work with our professional academic advisors to evaluate your strengths and build a class schedule to ensure that it explores all your different interest areas to help you determine the specific academic home that is the right fit for you. We know that certainly a lot happens outside of the classroom. And so at Penn State, 98% of our students are involved, and you have the opportunity to participate in over 1,000 different clubs and organizations. We have clubs and organizations that can be academic based. We have Greek life at our University Park campus, and we have different honor societies, different societies that are specific to individual races or backgrounds and cultures. Some of my favorite organizations are Avocado Appreciation Club, where they experiment on different guacamole recipes. Really, if there's something that you're doing at the high school level that you want to continue to participate in at the collegiate level, you can find a home or a niche at Penn State. And we certainly know that the more that you get involved, that attributes to your student success on our campuses. And so we will strongly encourage you to find and explore your different interests, both socially and academically on our campuses. So I talked about our 20 different unique campuses. We have 20 different campuses across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And in fact, over 90% of residents in the state of Pennsylvania live within 30 minutes of a Penn State campus. These campus sizes range from about 500 to 5,000 or 46,000, which is our largest campus, which is the University Park campus in State College, and that's known as our flagship campus. The greatest thing about our multi-campus system is that we function as one institution. So regardless of where you start and finish, you'll have one transcript for Penn State, and your degree program upon graduation will say the Pennsylvania State University. It's the same quality, top 1%, world-renowned academic experience that you're receiving across all of our campuses, but what changes is that educational environment. So of course, a campus that has 500 students is going to feel very different than a campus that has 46,000 students. And so there's an opportunity for you to really customize your Penn State experience and find a campus that is the right fit for you. So you can see my map right here of the state of Pennsylvania. Every single one of those blue dots is a Penn State campus. And the ones that have the little houses there indicate opportunities where on-campus housing is available for students. You'll notice that the Penn State University Park campus and the Penn State Barron campus up in Erie, Pennsylvania have red houses, and that denotes a live-on requirement for first-year freshman students that are outside their immediate zip codes that those campuses are located in. One of the most popular ways that students earn a Penn State education is via our 2+2 program. So students can complete the first 2 years of nearly all of our 275 different degree programs at any of our 20 different campuses. But if their degree program isn't completed at the Penn State campus that they start at, they can transition to another campus that does complete their program and finish out the final 2 years of their degree program. Students don't have to reapply because they're not transferring campuses or they're not a transfer student. They are a Penn State student, they're just changing where they're physically being a Penn State student at. So it really is a seamless process for students to travel in between the two campuses. I certainly encourage you to visit all of our campuses and explore those options that are available to you. So let's talk a little bit about the application process. We have an online application and we're on 3 different application platforms. We have our own Penn State application via our website. We're also on the Common application and we're also on the Coalition application. So you can choose to submit via whatever application mode is the best for you. We are a self-report institution, so we will ask you to complete the self-reported academic record where you will list all of the courses that you've already completed in high school, what grades you've received, and then you'll tell us what courses you're going to complete your senior year in high school. We do not accept transcripts during the application process because the self-reported academic record fulfills that need for us. We are test optional through the incoming class of 2023. So you can choose to determine if you would like to submit your SAT or your ACT test scores to us, and you'll denote that when you apply. And also every student who applies will have your My Penn State profile. This is your one-stop application profile where you can log in, get updates about your application, submit us additional information, or request changes to your application if necessary. Now, Penn State doesn't have minimum admissions requirements, but some of our campuses are more competitive than others. At the Penn State University Park campus, we only have space for about 8,000 incoming freshman students each year. And so you'll notice that the GPA and the SAT and ACT score ranges for our past incoming class for the fall of 2021 are a little bit higher and more competitive. This is our middle 50%. So we take our freshman profile, rank order them from highest to lowest, and pull out the middle 50%. So if you think of a bell curve, this isn't a guarantee of admission to the campus of your choice. It's also not a guarantee that you will not be admitted to your first choice campus. These numbers are here and just published to help you estimate your eligibility against students who have historically received admission to Penn State in the past. And then to finalize, I just want to talk about our alumni network at Penn State. Certainly the power of Penn State is 4 wonderful years for a lifetime of success. And so we have over 700 different living alumni in the entire world. And we have one of the highest dues paying alumni members in the nation as well. And so 1 in every 106 Americans with a college degree is a Penn State graduate. Almost anywhere you go, pretty much anywhere in the world, the chances that you can find a Penn Stater are relatively high. And so that's our We Are Penn State attitude there. Finally, we have a number of different visits. Every single one of our 20 undergraduate campuses offers campus visits at a number of different times throughout the year. And so I certainly encourage you to follow us on social media and also register for those visits. You can explore the opportunities at all of our campuses at that link at the bottom, which is admissions.psu.edu/experience. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight and wish you the best of luck on your college search and selection process. Thank you.
Right, thank you so much. Now I'm going to invite all of our reps to come back on the screen as I have a few questions to ask everyone. Unfortunately, Washington and Jefferson College was unable to join us this evening, but we encourage you to check out their website, see what kind of visits they have to offer, see what kind of virtual options they have as well, see what they have to offer you as a student. So for our first question of the evening, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So we'll go in the same order as everyone presented, starting with Marist.
Awesome, thank you. I guess my advice would be to visit colleges as you are applying, so that you can get a sense of what each college has to offer. In terms of like different sizes, even, right, or rural or city. I think it's best felt if you go in person and get to see what that's like. When I was applying to colleges, I thought I wanted to go to big schools the entire time, and I finally went to big schools, and I was like, okay, maybe not. And then I went to small schools, and I was like, okay, not there. So then I found schools in between that worked best for me.
And my advice would be to try to start as early as you can, so that you've got time to explore, and also stay organized. There are so many different options out there for you, and we all do something different. So it's important to kind of stay organized and kind of stay on top of the process as best you can, so that you're meeting the needs of every school that you're interested in. And then that way you're, kind of keeping up with everything that you need to do, because it's not just the admissions process, it's also financial aid and, figuring out, what's going to be the best for you, and in addition to kind of seeing all of these places. So keep calm and carry on, but stay organized.
I agree with both Jesse and Melissa on those two. My biggest piece of advice, I would say, is build a relationship with your admissions rep or whoever at the institution that you're working with. We are here to support you, and we're going to be your biggest advocate throughout the admissions process. If I know you personally, we've had conversations, whether that's through text, email, in person, whatever it may be, and you need something, I'm going to go to bat to make sure I try my hardest for you to get that. If I don't know you and you're just another name that comes across my screen, maybe I'm not going to try as hard as if you were someone that I really know that you want to come to my institution. Also, to students, have your own voice. I know a lot of times the relationships amongst the admissions rep is being made with parents rather than the student. So students, become familiar with admissions reps. We're here to help you. We're not scary, I promise. We're all real people. And at the end of the day, this is our job. Our job is to work with you every single day, and make sure that you have the best experience possible.
Really fantastic advice from everyone on the screen. I'm going to take a little bit of a different turn and tell students that it's okay to be selfish during the college search and selection process. It's a time where you're making a very big decision, and what you do from here on out, it's about you, and you're the one that's going to be earning this college education. This is your experience. And so it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to define what it is that you want and need from an institution. And that list may look different than what your support system aspires for you to do or to have in that college experience. But again, at the end of the day, it's about you, and it's about you walking across that stage and earning that degree program. So it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to have a voice in this decision, and go for what you want for this next step in your life.
All great advice for students. Next question is, what is one thing you want students to remember about your institutions? And we'll go in the same order.
I guess the thing that I would want people to remember is that we are a school that we are dedicated to our students on campus or virtual, but we really want students to pursue their passions and their goals. So we want to help students, however that may be, for them to do that, whether that is helping them do different programs, helping them make the right connections, study abroad, you name it. We want you to have not just a good time, but a I guess like make your time at Marist well worth it.
And something I would like for everyone to remember about USF is that there is a lot of support there. USF is big, and you've got 3 beautiful options that are within the USF system, but we are a large university and we are in a large metropolitan area. But we have so many different resources for you. So even when you're kind of considering a larger school or a smaller campus within a larger school, we have all of these support services to ensure that even going to school with that many people, your needs are being met. So whether that is through advising, whether it is through tutoring services, whether it's through making sure that you're getting the internship experience that you want, the research experience that you want, whether you need, your own wellness, physically, mentally, all of the above. There are so many different student support systems and options for you, and the community is so supportive. So I wanted to make sure that that is a takeaway for you.
One thing that I want you to remember about Kutztown. So like I said, Kutztown is in Berks County, and if anyone's familiar with Pennsylvania at all, you probably think of a lot of farmland and not a whole lot around. But I want you to keep in mind that the university has been there for a very long time, and it's continuing to grow and just flourish in a lot of different ways. Like my colleagues here on the call have said, students always come first, and that's going to be at every university that you look at. But just to highlight something a little bit different that Kutztown implemented these last few years since the pandemic, we have a student well-being committee organization on campus, focusing on both student, faculty, staff, health and well-being, whether that is mental health or physical health. They put in massage chairs throughout campus. So if you're having a rough day and you're like, just want to go put your feet up, you can do that. Tomorrow, they are having an entire well-being day for the entire campus, where they're bringing massage therapists on campus, dog therapy, food trucks. So they really put the health and well-being of all on campus at the forefront, because if none of us are there, then the university is not going to be there. So just keep in mind, wherever you go, Kutztown especially, but all schools that you look at, the students, the faculty, the staff, make sure that they're most important.
And one thing that I hope students remember about Penn State is that there is a home for everybody at Penn State, with 20 different undergraduate campuses and over 275 different degree programs, and the flexibility to move amongst our campuses. You truly get to specialize and customize your Penn State education and your Penn State experience. And so whether that's a small campus, a large campus, a medium campus, a rural campus, a campus in a big city, Penn State has it. And so I certainly encourage you to explore those options and help us and reach out to us to help you in finding your Penn State home.
Awesome. And one last question before we end our session today. What is one myth you'd like to debunk about the college admissions process? We can go in the same order if everybody has their answer ready. So Jesse, if you'd like to start.
Yeah. I think the thing that I would like to debunk is that whether we read everything that you send or not, and the answer is yes, we do. I talk to students and families all the time, and they're like, there's no way that you read every letter, recommendation letter, or transcript, or just a little note that is added, and we do. As many of us here are kind of holistic in our application review process, so we want to learn as much information about you to make the best decision possible for our schools and for you as a student. So yeah, that I think that's the thing that I would try to debunk.
I think one of the biggest myths to debunk too actually pertains to what Liz had mentioned in the first question, and kind of stemming from support, is that we're not scary. The people who work for all of these lovely universities and where you're looking at truly want the best for you. And so we are happy to help. So if you have questions about the colleges or universities that you're looking at, if you have questions about their application process, it is important to make sure you are asking and getting the answers that you need. So do not be afraid to ask any questions that you need answered, because not only will it help you through the process, but it will help you ensure that you are making the best decision for you. So please reach out and talk to us.
Those were two great answers. One myth about the college process or the application process. I promise you there is a method behind all of the emails and texts and calls that you get from us. And we can see in most cases that you have opened it or have not opened it. So when you call me and say, oh, I didn't get this email telling me that I had to log into this portal to see my application. Yes, you did. So make sure you check your email. But at the end of the day, there is a method behind our madness. We are trying to provide you as much information as possible as you kind of navigate this college search process. A little tip that we like to tell our students is create a college email. That way you know where everything goes, and you're not loading up your personal email. But I promise we're not trying to overwhelm you in any way. We're just trying to provide you with as much information as possible.
So all great advice. I feel like I'm with a STAR committee tonight. I just want to provide or debunk one myth about college in general, and that's just that it's not affordable. And that's just, it's a myth. And so what I encourage you all to do is, one, apply early to your institutions, submit that FAFSA, but then also reach out to us and explore other aid opportunities. There is so much financial aid out there for students. There are a number of scholarships every single year that go unawarded because students just don't apply for them because they think they may not receive that money. So all of our institutions have resources, and we have offices, and we have great people that help make college affordable and help provide you support and resources in learning how to fund your education. And so please don't let those sticker prices, don't let our total cost of attendance concern you, because there are resources there to help you. And we want to give those resources to you. We want to award that funding to help make your experience more affordable and to help take that burden away from you. So please don't let that deter you from applying to a specific institution, one, in the first place, or two, from just exploring opportunities available to you within higher education.
Awesome. Thank you everyone so much for answering all those questions, giving great advice and little tips and tricks, and even some pieces of information about your institutions. This has been such an awesome session. I want to thank everybody for attending, our families, our students, and also our college representatives for taking the time tonight. A couple different things before we end our session. There is a quick survey for our attendees. 5 quick questions. Once your screen closes, just let us know how we did with our session today. Also, there are more sessions happening later this week, so feel free to sign up for more sessions to hear from other great colleges and universities. And this recording will be available at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania to refer back to if you missed any information. If you want to go back and reference anything, feel free to reference the recording online. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming, and best of luck to all of our students and families and college representatives through their whole college process. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a good evening.